I didn't want to play. I can't recall whether we did or not, actually. But I remember that was one. There was another time too, but that was a show that I thought there should be no bumper music. There should be no music going in and out of commercial. There should only be music for the guests coming on. I don't know if I won that or not, but maybe partially. So like after the monologue, we definitely should not have music, at least at that point. And at what point in the show are we doing a 9/11 show, or are we doing the Tonight Show to kind of lift people's spirits up as a result of 9/11, and instead of, you know, reminding them of it, you know, not that they had to be reminded of it the day after or anything, but I think we were down for a day or two or something like that. We were down for a while, and I just thought, you know, we really shouldn't, you know, and just say in memory of, let's not, like we're partying into commercial or anything and something like that. But that was, I could remember everybody trying to figure out how do we balance that, how do we come out, you know, and reminding people or making people feel better about it. Do we look insensitive? You know, where do you draw the line at? Because, you know, there's a show that has to go on, but how do you deal with that? And I just thought it was a very temperamental situation to be in for the executive producer and for Jay and everything. And what kind of jokes were we going to do? You know, do I, you know, do my usual thing during the monologue, or how do you handle that? You know, all those kind of things takes a lot of experience to kind of get through those in the right way. And I just think as a performer, you want to look to the studio audience to see how they're coming in. Do they usually, because early on I would watch the people come in and see if they're really energetic, and, you know, which part of the audience seemed to be the most ready to have the most fun, and then I direct the music to that group. I have the vocalist to go out there. If you get those people going, everybody else is going to have a great time because they are ready to party, and use their energy, and we'll get the whole place rocking. And, you know, when after 9/11 and, you know, things like that, you know, nothing like that, but other types of things, if you can read the studio audience, but that's no guarantee that the millions of people that are watching at home are going to share the same thing. They're not on vacation; they're home, in the whole thing. So it's a real tricky thing to do. And what I learned about doing it is better to be under than to be over. It's better to come in short of doing that than to press it too far. You know, better not to go for the extra laugh and just, you know, don't get them to laugh quite so much. If they don't enjoy themselves so much, it's better than trying to appear that you're trying to, you know, make them have so much fun in spite of their emotional loss over what happened. You know, so I kind of took that with me, the decision making involved in it and the whole thing. And when all of those things happen, you start to realize, you learn a little bit more incrementally, more and more about what you're a part of, and said, oh, this is the show I'm on, or this is more. You just learn as you go along, you know. I mean, it took me years and years just to realize who my boss was, you know. I mean, so, I only have to listen to you two? That's it? I don't know. That's it, really? So these people doesn't even, you know, but it took me a long time because I'm so busy trying to please everybody and do a good job and everything. And it's like, what are you listening to them for? They don't have anything to do with that, you know? Like, really? So, but when things like 9/11, you start to see the machinery work in different ways, and you go like, oh, and then you kind of broaden your perspective and hopefully learn from it.